I guess the first one would be, how did your team respond when you posed the questions about their personal and their professional goals for 2013?
Should I look here or should I look at you?
You can look wherever you want. I'm actually behind the camera.
All right. The goals, I sent out the email to people asking, let me know what some of your professional goals are. Let me know what some of your personal goals are. We actually had kind of a leg up on this only because when I had taken over as AVP, one of my initial agenda items was to have a sit down, have a one-on-one with everybody so I can get to know them from a little bit more of a personal level. So I had covered already with most of the team on the one-on-ones, kind of what their goals were. That way I can keep those in back of my mind. So in regards to how people responded, some people responded in a very short answered manner, basically 1 or 2 words, make 100 grand this year, close 7 loans, Others took it to a little bit of a different level. They actually shared a lot more personal stuff, which for me was pretty exciting because now it gives me something tangible. It gives me something that I can actually have them say, hey, you know what? When I'm talking about activity or when I'm talking about what needs to happen, the mindset, the different price that we have to pay when we're talking about what it takes to achieve those things, I can use the real life examples. So it was good to see how they responded to it. They shared some stuff with me probably that at least a few people shared some stuff with me probably they wouldn't share with other folks, and I think most people know at this point now that I do give a crap about what's important to them. Mm-hmm. When I took over, I came in with the mentality that these are now my clients. These are now my clients, and so I need to go 3 deep with them. And I think they're seeing the value in that.
So, do you think? Let me just ask the question. What changes have you made in your new leadership role? Taking the 3 deep approach with your people, what changes have you made as a leader when motivating your team after you got some of this 3 deep information?
Well, it's a work in progress. I want to say everything's complete as far as the things that I want to do or what I'm going to implement. I've got some strategies in place that are going to incorporate stuff that's going to be visual. They got some of the things hanging up in their cubes now. Some of that stuff is great. I want to be able to take that to the next level. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that. So some of the changes that they've made, besides the physical changes of maybe putting something up in their cube, a few of them I'm starting to notice the mental changes as well. What it takes to get in here early, what it takes to do the right things throughout the time that they're here. The fact that what you're doing right now matters, and for the younger guys, I think I serve as a pretty good role model to be able to say, hey, you know what, Rich just came off a very successful year. He said the right things, he did the right things, and and I want to do that too. And so I'm starting to see a change in some people from a mental aspect that I think is carrying just as much weight as being able to see those tangible items in the cube. So it's a balance of both, and I think it's great.
Do you feel that by knowing your team better, you found it easier to effectively manage and motivate them now that you have a little bit more of insight on what drives them?
Does knowing your borrower better make it easier to pitch? Absolutely. These are my clients. They're my friends, but they're my clients. I don't hit my goals unless they hit their goals. That's the mindset that I have. So, in order for me to get to Bora Bora, wherever the hell that's at, I might go, but that may be my goal. But the fact is, I'm not going to reach my goals unless I help them reach theirs. So, to answer the question, without a doubt, understand exactly what's important to them. Just like we go 3D. Why is it important to them? What does it allow them to do if I can help them hit $100,000, or if I can show them how to hit 7 loans a month, or 10 loans a month, or 12 loans a month? So yeah, without a doubt, without knowing what's important to them, this just becomes another job. Without having those goals, without having the understanding that we are working towards something collectively, we're doing our jobs, but we're all working towards something. And without understanding what that something is for them, again, this basically just becomes a job. So we've got a really good opportunity. We've got strong leaders in this company. We've got an army of folks behind us that are learning to do things the right way, and learning that getting up in the morning and coming to work is simply more than just a routine task. It's an opportunity to make some of these goals that we set out to do an attainable reality. So absolutely, if I don't know what's happening with my folks, then it's impossible for me to lead in an effective manner.